up? All right, out of the blue, I decided to get on here and come to you guys in the middle of the day. And I wanted to talk to you about what's going on. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the celebrities. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about DaBaby, the rapper DaBaby apologizing. Kathy Griffin, I want to talk a little bit about her. And Coco, a little bit about Coco. You know, I think she's Ice T's wife. I got some stuff to talk about her as well. So give me 2 seconds or 30 seconds and let's get into it. So I'm sitting here drinking a jug of water because I don't know, I just need to cleanse my body out and stuff like that. I don't know if you noticed my eyes are puffy and everything. I came off a vacation and I feel like I still need a vacation. This is crazy. So anyway, this is your girl Dee Dee Walker live. I hope you guys enjoy the show. I'm getting ready to show you a video by EM Magazine, which is one of the sponsors of the Dee Dee Walker Live Show, along with Rim Tech Solutions. So go ahead and check this out. Go get your coffee, get your tea, get yourself a biscuit. I don't know. Go ahead and get Oh my goodness. So thank you so much to EM Magazine for actually supporting the Dee Dee Walker Live Show. You are amazing. And thank you guys for tuning into my show in the middle of the whole, you know, in the middle of the whole day. Usually I'm here at 8 o'clock in the evening. I decided to come a little bit earlier. I wanted to talk about a couple of celebs. I also wanted to talk about this is my personal experience. And I was going to hold off on this, but it's something that happened to me and the hubby when we went out to Walmart. And just to let you guys know, this is my personal experience. I'm not telling you how to feel about it, anything else like that. But I just want to go ahead and talk about it because I just want to get, your opinion about it and how I even should handle it at this point because we're at a standstill. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that. And like I said before, we're going to talk about Coco. We're going to talk about Kathy Giffin, DaBaby. What else? What else? What else? Oh, Simone Biles. So we'll start with Simone Biles. Congratulations to Simone Biles for winning the bronze medal in the Major Olympics. And so I'm very proud of her. And the conversation about her, though, is folks feel like because she's been winning so much that for her to just back down, they feel like all of a sudden she's backing down because she wants to give her teammates a chance to win. And I thought that to be a little bit odd because I personally feel like she's been doing this for like almost all of her life, practicing for this. Why would at that point she go ahead and try to back down? And matter of fact, that's what she said too. She was like she worked for hard for 5 years. Why all of a sudden was she just kind of like back down and say, okay, hello, I'm not gonna do this anymore. Let my teammates get it. Like I think her teammates was working just as hard as she was, and if they were up for major medals, they wouldn't back down for her because they're all rooting for each other, but they also all want to win. So I kind of agree with her. Why would she back down for 5 years? But you know what? People are saying it. And I don't know exactly what's going on. I think she has something going on with her ear. And she decided to sit the one out because when she was on the mat doing her tumbles, that's one thing. But she's a beast at it, by the way. But then when she gets on the uneven bars, imagine, I mean, you have an ear situation and you're on the uneven bars and you fall. And I mean, that could be not only the end of her career, but like for her walking or whatever, whatever, whatever. So I kind of feel like people need to go sit down on that. I think that she's a very ambitious female, and I feel like she's out there. That's why she went out for the Olympics. Her goal is to win. Everybody that goes out for the Olympics, their goal is to win, and for her to take a back seat or on it because she's trying for whatever reasons other than reasons she gives. I think people need to sit down on that one. That's just my personal opinion. And that's how I feel about it. So, you guys, let me know what you think about it. Y'all can leave me some comments. Definitely, before we get into this, please share the video, hit that notification bell. And if you hadn't already, please subscribe. And if you have, and you're like, oh my goodness, I thought I subscribed, but you didn't because it's not there, do it again. Do it again. I also wanted to talk about, I want to talk about the baby, but um, I'm going to talk about him a little bit later. But I wanted to talk about Kathy Griffin. Kathy Griffin, I don't know if you guys know who she is. Well, yeah, you know who she is. She's a comedian. And I apologize, I don't have any pictures or anything because I decided out of the blue I wanted to go ahead and go live in the middle of the day. And I didn't prepare for any pictures. So the next time that I do this, I'm going to prepare for pictures. And I'm also going to throw in a food review and all that other stuff. And there's a movie out there. I'll throw that in as well. But anyway, Kathy Griffin, I love her. She's a comedian. She has a different type of sense of humor, and she kind of reminds me of, like, I have an aunt that is just like Kathy Griffin, like the same type of personality. She's spunky and everything, but she's going through some health situations. She has lung cancer, and so she's going for an operation. And during this, all of this, she did like a whole campaign for COVID. She's like, "Thank God I went ahead and got my COVID shot." So I'm vaccine, she's vaccinated before she goes into that because it could have been worse. And there's been a little rumble about it, not necessarily bad, but a little bit of rumble about it, at the fact that she would even bring that up. But I say, why not? Why not? You know, and I'm probably going to get like a little backlash, but this is just my opinion. I'm not saying that this is the word and this is how you're supposed to do it. It's just my opinion. And I kind of feel like we need to get vaccinated. I've done my personal research, and I think that everybody needs to do their personal research. And at the end of their personal research, if they come to the conclusion for them that this is not for them, then it is. It is what it is. And so for me personally, I went ahead and I got vaccinated. I have high blood pressure, borderline diabetes. You know what I'm saying? I'm anemic, all of that good stuff. And I don't know how COVID matches up with that. So, being that I feel like I'm at a health risk for that, I went ahead and I got vaccinated. And I did my personal researches, and the pros, I put my pros and cons. I literally did this. I did my pros and cons, and I was like, these are the reasons why I should get it, and these are the reasons why people are saying or reading and they're saying why they shouldn't get it. And the pros outweigh the cons. And that's why I went ahead and got it. So she has lung cancer. She's happy that she got the COVID shot because what you don't want, and this is just my opinion, what you don't want is to go into the hospital for one thing and get, and get survive that and come down with COVID and don't survive that. I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Okay, don't. But you guys leave your comments down there. If you guys, I'm a very open-minded person. If you're like, well, Dee Dee, hello, I will listen to your hello. And if you guys would like to have like a little conversation about it, and you want to talk to me, a sister is on the radio on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And of course, you guys know I'm on the YouTube. I'm on the YouTube. My grandmother used to say that. She used to be like, them boys over there from the New Yorks, like the New Yorks. Is that just me? Anyway. Okay, so also Coco. Coco is back in the news. So I don't know. It was like one of those blips that went by and it caught my attention. And just before I decided to go live, I saw it. So Coco, who is, and I gotta get it right between Ice Cube and Ice T. I was the Ice, always messes me up. But Ice T, and I love him. Ice T, wife, Coco, is still breastfeeding her child at the age of 5 years old. And I don't look, I did like a little quick like look up like, when should you stop breastfeeding your kid? And what I come to find out, I don't know how you guys feel about that. Some people feel like it's odd at best. I, I'm not going to say it's odd, but I did look it up to find out, okay, when should you stop breastfeeding? And they're saying 7 years old. People have breastfed their kids for 7 years old. It's something about a bonding thing, like a bonding between you and your child. It's like the ultimate bond or something. I don't know. I don't know. But she's saying basically, leave me the hell alone. I'm going to continue to breastfeed my child until my child says they don't want to breastfeed anymore. And as for me, having three kids, I've breastfed all of my kids. And the longest I breastfed was my oldest son because he was my first child. And I was doing the research about it and like what is the best thing. With your first child, you notice you probably have the designer Pampers or not. I don't know. You have like everything is like, you got to have the best. And by the time you get to your last child, you're like, yeah, whatever, let's just do this. Motherhood, here I come again. But anyway, me having three boys, my first child, I think I breastfed the longest time, and which was like a little bit over a year. But I'm gonna be honest with you, when he started getting those little teeth, I was like, sorry, contract is over. You're gonna have to get a bottle because that hurts. That's me personally. I don't know about you, but me personally, I was like, we're gonna have to stop this right now. I love you, you love me, we get it, we bond. It's over. It's over. Imagine your little kid looking at you like, you're like, yeah, it's over. My second child, he stopped at 6 months. He was like, I want some food. This is not doing it for me. And my second child was a little bit over. I mean, my third child was a little bit over um, 6 months, maybe about a year. And with my third child, he was so different from my other two. Like it was as if I was having my first child again because everything was different with him. Everything was different. So as far as Coco breastfeeding until 5 years old, what do you guys think about it? Whenever you're looking at this, whether you're looking at me live now or you happen to come across this video or you come back to it, or if you want to inbox me, because my inbox is like, I love you guys because y'all be telling me some deep secrets. So Coco is still breastfeeding at 5 months. I mean, 5 years old. I mean, this kid can walk up and have a conversation. I mean, they could be talking about, like today I had a fight in kindergarten, and mom moved to the left. So anyway, I mean, ooh, I don't know. Me personally, I couldn't do it. What about you? Can you do 5 years old? Can you do 7? Like I was reading 7 years old. Like people, I was even reading. I mean, I hope I don't like. I'm gonna say it anyway. I was even reading that some women, the husbands also breastfeed as well. Like they will drink the milk from their wives. I read that. I did. Look it up. Y'all think I'm crazy. Look at it. I couldn't do it, but that was that. Um, so so anyway, let's talk about DaBaby. Okay. Um, DaBaby had to apologize for statements that he made that allegedly offended the LGBTQ community. I didn't read exactly what he said, but I just was again seeing the Outlash episode. If you guys know a little bit more about it, please leave it in the comments and let me know. And I was talking to several people and I got different opinions about it. And one of the things that I got was a comment from a good friend. And I don't know how to address this, and I don't want to offend anybody. So I'm going to be as neutral as I possibly can on this. I do want to know what you guys think about it. So he made some kind of statement. I think he was talking about HIV/AIDS or something like that. I don't know to what extent it is. So to be honest, I can't really talk to it. But a lot of celebrities came out, was pissed off at him. People like Madonna came out. Madonna was like, that's not right. Elton John came out, was very offended by the statements he made, even to the point where DaBaby comes out and he apologized. And he was like, I apologize. Um, I'm young. I didn't have anybody in my camp to tell me the things that I'm saying was not, you know, ear ready for the world to hear. And I apologized. And so he apologized on Twitter and everything. And I'm going to say that I am happy that he did apologize, because I will speak to the fact that I do know that when we're young, I've done it. I've said some stuff out of my mouth. I mean, I didn't say it to that extent, what he's talking about, but I've said some stuff out of my mouth, and it was probably abrasive and very offended. But at the time, there was not social media. I mean, matter of fact, cell phones wasn't to the point where right now, if somebody says something, you could take out your cell phone and you could go like this, and you can film exactly everybody saying, and you could do this live. Like you can catch where these people are saying live on your cell phone. So this is a whole nother world. So you do need to be careful what you say, because you don't know who you might be offending. Now, do I think that the people that are coming forward are just taking it too far? I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Do you think they're taking it too far? Do you think Madonna and Elton John are, being overly sensitive about the situation? I don't know. I don't know. That's something that I really would like to hear from you guys about. Like, what do you think about it? I mean, it's very intriguing to me about that. But what I do have to say is that he did apologize. And I think I talked about something similar to this when we were talking about Kevin Hart. Remember Kevin Hart back in the day when he was making some jokes, and the jokes were the jokes allegedly the jokes were offensive to folks who were looking at it now and saying, hey, that's just wrong. But back in the day, when he made those comments, as an onlooker or ongoing, I believe I've listened to them, and I looked at them as jokes, and I believe I laughed. And his arena was filled with people who were laughing. But nevertheless, he did offend somebody. And what he did was is he came forward and he apologized. And he even said, I was young. I said some stuff out of my face that I shouldn't have said. And as an adult, would I make those same jokes again? No. And even me as as young, like as right now, would I laugh at those same jokes? Well, the way he put it was kind of funny, but would I laugh at those same jokes knowing that it's offended? Probably not. I probably feel a little guilty about laughing, like, that might be a little offensive. You know, I have said some stuff when I was younger that was just, ooh, honey, if it was used against me right now and I've talked about it, it will kill me because I'm not that same person. I have learned, even then, when people have pointed out to me, like, Dee Dee, what you just said, that's not right. You shouldn't say stuff like that. And I would be in as a kid, I probably was like, whatever, and thought about it like, ooh. And as an adult, I'm like, oh, I would never. I would never. And it would kill me to be judged for something that I did back then, especially when I know better. So DaBaby has hit the news and he has said some stuff that was allegedly very offensive to the point where he has come forward and apologized. Should we accept his apology? Was his apology sincere? Were the stars like Elton John and Madonna um, too much? Or was it needed for them to come forward and say, hey, that's not nice? I mean, I don't know what the order was, to be honest with you. I don't know if Madonna and them came forward after he apologized, or they came forward and was like, that's not nice. And then he's like, whoa, maybe I should come and apologize. I don't know what the order is. So I'm an ultra forgiving person. I am. I feel like, you know, until somebody buries themselves, I don't have the right to bury them. So I'm in the middle, as far as DaBaby is concerned, and I'm going to watch him as I would give advice to anybody else. You could take it or not, and see what he does. Is he a hateful person that is just continuously spouting out stuff, or what did he do something or say something out of immaturity and not realizing the words he was saying could be used and be offended by other people? Like sometimes we say stuff out of our face that we don't think is offensive, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, that's offensive. Now, I'm not speaking for him, and I'm not speaking to the severity of what he says. So don't get me wrong. Don't say that I'm in agreement with him, because I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that according to his Twitter, he has apologized. What should we do after that? How should we address that? And and I'm looking at it for myself, trying to be fair all about, um, you know, I've said some things, I've done some things, I probably hurt a couple of people's feelings. And if I can go back and apologize, I would go back. And I think I have. I've actually apologized. And in my case, they have accepted my apology because they know my heart. They know that's not where I am. They know that I am generally a good person. At least I feel like I am. I mean, some might not think so, but I feel like I am, you know. Uh sorry about that. Got a phone call. So I don't know. I guess my real question is what now? How should we handle this? Like, should he come out and, you know, I don't know, do social media community work? I don't even know how that works. I really don't. But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk. Those are the things that was on my mind. I wanted to talk to you about and everything. I'm really curious to know. I mean, even if you want to be an inboxer, because I am on social media, you can find me, Dee Dee Walker fan page. If you want to inbox me there, if you want to leave a comment, you can even email me. Let me see if I can write that email that you guys can see, which is the DDW. You know, I gotta say it out, guys. Okay, LIVE at. Oh no, see, that's why I gotta say it out. Gotta put that show up in there at gmail.com. Shout out to my new manager, Melissa. I love her. She's already got something in the works for me. Oh my God. Is it gonna come up? The DDWLive show at gmail.com. Is it gonna it's not gonna come up. I don't know. It oh there it is. See, I gotta have patience, guys. I don't have patience. There it is. Bob's bibby boo 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 bobs boo 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 bang. Dang. Dang. There it is. I'm looking over there because I have a computer over there and over there. Yes, I'm silly. So anyway, those were stuff that was on my mind. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you about my personal experience. Um, so I went to Walmart, and this is my personal experience. I'm not saying that anybody should do anything or whatever. I am asking for advice. Okay. So I go to Walmart. And when we're walking out, we had an item. It was a very large item. And it was this gentleman that was checking the receipts, right? So when we were walking through, he was yelling at another gentleman while other people were walking by and he wasn't checking the receipts. He's yelling at the guy. He was like, "You're not going to show me your receipt? Why? Why?" So we're looking at this. It's already chaotic, right? So we're walking by. We have our receipts. I don't have a problem ever showing my receipts. I get the whole showing receipt thing. Matter of fact, I'm like, got a receipt. That's me. I'm a receipt girl. That's me. Receipt girl. That's me. So anyway, he's yelling at the guy. So you're not going to, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And my husband, right? He's just walking and he's not paying attention because people are walking in front of him, not showing receipts. So my husband's just walking, he figures that's that guy problem, right? I know my husband, that's what he's thinking. That's that guy's problem. So he's walking through and the guy goes, hold up, talking to us. And he goes, I need to see your receipt. And I'm like, literally, like, because and I think what was going on is he was so, like, angry at this other guy. He decides, like, what do you think you're doing? But people are still passing by and not showing receipts. This is my experience. This is what I'm seeing. So he grabs the cart and I swing around with the cart like a little rag. And I'm a big girl, so this guy had to, and I'm like flying. My feet are not flying in the air, but I am like, you know. And my husband. So then that's like, what did you just do? So I know him. He would have shown the receipt, but because he did that, my husband was like, no, I'm not going to show you the receipt. The guy goes, why don't you want to show? Now he's yelling at my husband. The same thing he's yelling at. Why don't you want to show? And he goes, I'm going to get the man. He goes, no, you need to get the manager. So the manager comes out, right? Like, I don't know if you ever saw Starsky and Hutch. The way to be like, dun, 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 dun. What's going on here? Like, what's going on here? And I'm like, and I'm sitting there like, I don't know. I'm such a goofy person, so I'm in shock, but I'm grinning, but I'm not because I'm like, I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And so the guy that he was yelling at before, we had like a moment there. I'm looking at him, he's looking at me, and he's like, what the hell? I'm like, you know. So we're having that moment, and the I guess the manager and security comes over because they're like, we got one, and he's like, this guy won't show his receipt, and neither will this guy. And people are still passing by, not showing receipts. So now I'm like, what the is going on, right? So I really need your opinion about this, right? So the manager comes out and the guy, the security goes, sir, excuse me, can I please see your receipt? My husband goes, I have no problem showing you because I like the way you presented me. That's respect. You know, I'm a patron of your establishment. You say that you want me to show a receipt. I'm showing it. But this guy right here is on like, extra, right? So So basically, he looks at it, he goes, well, that's a big item right there. So we're like, okay, we get that. You're right, we get that. But this guy, you know, treated us really bad. It was humiliating for me. I felt so embarrassed. I really did. So we leave out and I'm talking to my husband. So now I'm like replaying this in my head. And I'm like, you know something? I feel like we need to go ahead of them and we need to. We're not trying to change your whole receipt policy. You know, that's not what's in my mind. But I feel like you got to show people respect. Do people steal? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Do people still want to show their receipts? Probably not because they ain't got a receipt. But do you? But if that's your policy, should your policy should not be respectful for the people who actually go there on a daily basis and shop? You know, like should there be some class? I personally think so. So I'm pissed. I'm sitting in the car. I'm like, I can't believe this. I'm embarrassed. This guy's yelling and he's grabbing the thing and he's yelling and all these other people are passing by. So the whole receipt thing is like non-involved. Like, what are we trying to prove here? Like, what is going on? So I called up and they're, my husband's like, we call up their boss. He's like, yeah, we had an incident and we're really, and I'm in the background, this man, and I'm upset. And I just think this is wrong. Okay, don't worry, man. We'll go ahead and we'll give you a call and we'll have them apologize. No phone call. What should I do? Should I just let it go? Is it really worth it? Or should or should I make a big deal out of it because respect is respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, should he have treated us that way? I mean, I understand that you was like you was in your element, and then like I get that, but should have gotten that far. At least we deserve. I feel we deserve an apology. You know what I'm saying? For us being humiliated. You know what I'm saying? And if in fact that this is like a big um sorry about that, guys. Somebody keeps calling. And if in fact this is your policy, then where are the signs? You know, are you picking and choosing who you should check the receipts? If this is your policy, should you not be checking everybody? All those other people that were going by, their receipts are not worth being checked? Was there a particular reason that you only check our receipts and the gentleman over there? I don't know. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. Get your opinion. Let me know. Say, Dee Dee, you're just being too much. It ain't worth it. Or you get where I'm talking about. I mean, the guy grabbed the thing and like swung me to the side. He's lucky my husband didn't, curse him out, but I have to give, if anybody, he needs an award. If there was an award after this, and he needs that award. Anyway, it's the middle of the day, guys. I'm loving you simply because you're beautiful. No, I'm not going to sing, but I can sing if I wanted to. Listen, guys, I am here. Here I am. Please subscribe to my channel. Tell other folks about it. If there's a subject you want me to talk about, let me talk about it. Let me know. You can send me an email. You can send me an email right there. I'm also on the radio, every Wednesday night. If it's either a repeat or it's me, every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you got some music you would like me to go ahead and play, I will definitely go ahead and do that. Make sure it's an MP3, and I will make sure I will go ahead and do that. And I'll do, if it's an MP3, I'll do even better. You have a bio, I'll read your bio. Got some pictures, I'll show your pictures. I'll show your pictures. It also goes into rotation because it is a 24-hour, 7-day a week. international internet. Well, if it's internet, it is international. I know. Radio station. So it does go into rotation. And because I got this YouTube channel, honey, I do highlights of your song. So I believe we are up to episode 7. Episode 8 is coming out because I got some new music that I want you guys to listen to. And I'm very excited about it. And I have some upcoming guests that's getting ready to come on my YouTube show. So be on the lookout. So make sure you hit that notification bell so it'll let you know when my next guest is coming on here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm on this keto diet. It is working for me. I have lost a total of 35 pounds. I know, happy. I'm happy. I'm too happy, right? I'm too happy. Next year, this time, I'm gonna have me a 2-piece bathing suit. This year it was like a 1.5. You don't want to see me in a 2-piece. Anyway, um, so I got a couple of stuff going up. Thank you for all the folks who have subscribed to me. Thank you for all the folks. And let me go ahead and put this up. Where am I? Where am I? Where are you? Where are we? Um, Thank you for all the folks that have subscribed to my channel. Thank you for the folks who are supporting my channel, like EM Magazine and Remtech Solutions. So if you hit show more, you can actually go directly to them and you can learn all about them. EM Magazine is a fashion magazine. So I showed the video a little bit earlier and they have a new issue out. So definitely check that out. And Remtech Solutions is an IT company that takes care of all your IT needs. So all you have to worry about is your business at hand. And thank you for all the folks who have sent me some, I guess, I don't know if it's called super chats now because I haven't got my 1,000 subscribers yet. But thank you for all the folks who have supported because of that, StreamYard is a beast for me, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you, man, for doing that. You guys are fabulous. Expialidocious. It's right. I said a big word. um, I want you guys to check out, and I don't have the link for it. It's called The REPAST by Randie Forne, and I play Gretchen. Check it out. Let me know what you think about it, and also Too Real for You has got me for a couple more episodes, so I'm excited about that. So I'll tell you a little bit more about that. And what else? What else? I want to tell you guys so much, but I tell you what. Let's go ahead and end it here. And when I come back, let's do. I'm getting ready to go out to eat, so I'm gonna do a food review, and then I'll also do what do you call it? Uh, I want to say movie reviews. Are the movie theaters open? Are they open? Like, I want to go to a movie. I look, I am the movie girl. I love that. I want to go to a movie, but I've been digging on some Netflix, honey. I've been watching me some Netflix shows. So I will come back later and I will talk about some Netflix shows and what I think about it. Right now, I'm watching Atypical. You guys got to check it out. It's about a young man who's on the spectrum, and it's a highlight of his life and how he perceives everything. And I love it. I love it. He is like, I don't know. I love stuff like that. I really do. And I love the whole dynamics of it. The whole family, the sister, the mother, the father, even the guy's best friend that he works with. I'm on the beginning of it. They have a new season out. You guys have probably already watched the new season. I'm on was it season 1? I'm on season 1 and I'm loving it and I'm getting into it and everything. So if you guys have a chance, check it out. Let me know what you think about it and we'll chat about it and everything else like that. What else? What else? What else? Anyway, I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you subscribing. Like I said before, every time I get a subscription, or yeah, every time I get a sub, I'd be like, I got a sub, and my kids are like, okay, look at you with your little subs, and I'd be little. Anyway, adios, people. I love you. Let me know what you think about this whole show that I did today. Please share this video with your friends and family. Like I said before, email assistant, let me know what you want me to talk about. I'm more than willing to talk about it. If you like to be a guest on the show, to come in and talk about these hot topics, let's go ahead and do that. Oh no, I thought that. Let's go ahead and do that. What else? What else? Also, too, if you have like a new movie coming out or you're aspiring actor, singer, whatever, whatever, go ahead and do that. There's a couple of interviews that I did. I want you guys to check out. Please share it. And I promise, this is it. This is it. This is it. I don't know why that's in my head.